It's a funky party, just you and me. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Ooh, yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, ooh, yeah. Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. Ooh. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Hey. Funky Bones, don't you bones, don't you hide. Ooh, yeah. Kira's got the apples open wide. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. No afraid. Look at them dogs, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Ooh, yeah. Kira's got the apples. Funky Bones, Funky Bones. Ooh, yeah. It's a funky party, just you and me. Hey, hey,
Under
Under the stars, they share a little bite. Ooh, yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, ooh, yeah. Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Ooh, yeah. Kira's got the apples open wide. Share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share.
Little gray luncheon in the hay, chewing, skipping, never stays. Backyard wild, gotta play, jumping, running every day. Grass is green under the sky, little gray lets it all fly. Muddy paws, you don't care why, wings of earth, they aim so high. Freedom in his furry flight, sun and moon is only guide. No more walls, no cage inside, little gray so wild inside. Boss and grind, he's on the move, no one's rules, he's got his groove. Nature's beat, he feels the soothe, little gray always to prove. Under stars, under dreams, world ain't small, so it seems. Little gray's got big schemes, life rolls on in flowing streams. Hay for breakfast, sun for noon, stars and moonlight come so soon. Little gray under night's tune, backyard life's a wild cartoon.
Teeny scrappy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from Capits in Korea, quick to flee. Teasing sisters jumping wild and free. Leapfrogging over Posh spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Tiny eyes glinting, always on the prowl. Moving through the shadows, stealthy as an owl. Captain Stash pilfered, making her scowl. Teeny's got agility, swift as a howl. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild and on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild and on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Give her a toy. Teeny's grand adventure, loving it all.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious, she is not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the ways she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush blazing a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession, like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Ankle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, but sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies crumble while they're falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
He's a rabbit that can't get cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating the cookie. He's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating, 'cause he's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating, 'cause he's a cookie cat. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by your side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist.
Hi guys. Everyone is super hot. Boy, it's been quite a day. Captain Kira has not so much. Let's get this food party started. Thank you for being here, everyone, for late night at the Bunzpollo. It's late night at the Bunzpollo. It's late night. Hey, Pung, Triple R. This song always reminds me of of Amber from Wafflecone. I hope she's doing well. Oh, Midwest home. West Virginia, Virginia. Wait, Virginia? Yeah. Did I miss Virginia? West Prestonia? Wait, how seeing all these people? What? Oh my gosh, you guys, I have total sunburn. I can feel it on my body. Currently, as we speak, now waiting the presence of the tardy. Hopefully, Captain Kira, Queen of the Buns, thank you. You guys, at one thing I was at today, I looked down and first of all, I saw sunflower butter all over the front of my dress. And then after that, I eventually noticed that I had Dusty, can you go in? Can you go in, please? Dusty, Dusty, please. Can you go in? Dusty, I do not I need to put these baskets down and I know you are gonna try to eat the baskets. Yeah. Please go in. Dusty, come on. Right now. No, okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, guys. Ooh, we got parsley. Look at all this. Parsley. Look at that. Guys, come on. Can you go in your enclosure to eat all your food? We got cilantro. Yes, we do. I'm not feeding you guys right there. I'm sorry. I think you're gonna break into the baskets. Yeah. Guys, you need to go in the enclosure where Sluggo is. Huh. You guys want to have a red pepper? Go get the red pepper. Yeah. Funky, do you want a red pepper? And guys, do you guys want a red pepper? When, honey, you need to go in there. Aw. But yeah, how are you guys? How's everyone's day been? How's everyone's Saturday been? Kristen Cheyenne Star Triple R, Kristen Cheyenne Star. We don't know where you are. Please that Kristen Cheyenne Star Triple R Dress and Smoothie. Wait, this says that I'm only on top messages. Am I missing certain people? Wait, I get all messages. See Virginia though. Wait, you were saying that you saw who was it? AJ Punk said Chris Dorian and Virginia and Crystal and Christy were here? Say his name and he appears. Don't funk with the punk, the Midwestern wrestling hunk. Oh, that is pretty awesome. You and Ma, I think you could be AJ Punk's pro wrestling announcer. What do we think? I think that would be super cute, super cool. Super duper cool. Do you guys want some of these greens? Donkey, look at this. So we got salad greens from our local farmer's market. Oh, this stuff is looking super fancy. Oh, wait, they're going to try something they've never had before tonight, guys. I am excited because they get to try fresh thyme. Let's see if I'm going to, okay, here's the thyme. drag this out from the bottom here. Let's see who likes. Do you guys, would you want to try this? I looked it up and it is safe for bunnies. Guys, look at this. Look at that. Are you guys gonna try it? Donkey, do you want some fresh thyme? Put some over here for Donkey to try. And what about these guys? Do you guys want to try some fresh thyme? It's gonna be pretty aromatic. What do you think? Posh, do you like that? Posh is sniffing it. Here, we'll give a little bit more to the boy side gang. Let's see if they like it. What are they? They're really into that parsley. Oh, that is some nice parsley. That's also, I think, herbs. No, maybe that was from the store. I can't remember. Here's some kale. More kale over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need a fifth. 5 buns over there. And then Donkey. Okay, wait, we need to give Donkey his kale. And then here, Bear, and then we'll split this last piece. Here you go, Donkers. Banana, Mr. Wee's banana. Banana, Mr. Wee's banana. Banana, Mr. Wee's banana. Frittata, pina colada, hakuna matata, da da dum. Mr. Wee's banana. Pudding. Split. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I have been at the opera, which was a long one. And before that, I was at a country music show. Before that, I was at the farmer's market. Before that, I went out to breakfast. Wow, guys. And I was home for lunch for a little bit, not that long. But yeah, it has been a long Saturday, a good Saturday, very social. I ran into so many people I knew today. Oh my gosh. People, blast from the past people, new people in my life, some very old people too. And yeah, just it was a big day. I did not know it was gonna be this big. And I thought I was gonna go home between the country music show and the opera, and it wasn't the end of the world, but I did end up wearing my, like, giant bunny rabbit cleaning outfit dress, which is this, to, the opera. 'Cause, I thought, like I said, I thought I was gonna go home before the opera, so I had a bit of a cowgirl look. I had my cowgirl hat, and I had my cowgirl boots on with this little dress, and it was a thing, it was a look. But yeah, I did hear from Kristen Cheyenne Star Triple R briefly, earlier today. Um, yeah, guys, what's going on today? How is everyone? And what has everyone been up to? Please let me know. But yeah, sorry about the late stream. Thanks for how guys. I did not even get a chance to tune into Waffle Phone. How was their stream? What were they focusing on today? Was it another one where it's like convince me, they did that the whole format? I have not been home. So I've been missing what's been going on. But yeah, I will always tune into Waffle Cone if I can. It was nothing intentional. I just was not home. And Should we go see Donkers? Hmm. It was another hot day today, you guys. It was at least 85, if not, it might have gotten even hotter than that. I feel like it's kind of being unusually hot because you guys, it's October 4th and I got sunburned today and a little tiny bit overheated at one point. Yeah. But yeah, what have people been up to? Tell me what's going on, guys. Prestorian, our beloved giant Bunz historian. And he's so clever, he's now the giant Bunz valedictorian. He's just driven in from Lothlorien in his time traveling, tricked out fancy DeLorean. And he's dressed up like that cute old Mandalorian. And he used that time travel button on the dashboard that he was told about. And he took a little visit to that era we know as Victorian. And he had a blast with all those long dressed ladies and gentlemen in top hats from the era Victorian. And and then he on the way back from the Victorian era, he turned up his car stereo. He was chanting along to those chants Gregorian, and he was riffing along with his fancy accordion. And then when he got home, he said hello, my love, to his girlfriend, who happens to be Salvadorian. He had some lovely Samorians waiting for him when he got home. And later tonight, after giant buns, we'll curl up, and with them will be a snoring in with our beloved giant buns Prestorian. Okay, you didn't. I haven't missed anything. The giant bun. Yeah, he is the giant buns historian. And you are the giant buns pro wrestling in. Uh, they just played Mario Party and Smash Brothers like they do every they do that every Saturday? I don't even pay it. I don't know. I don't see patterns, Healing Mall. Everything in life is random to me, which is probably why I don't get math. No, I'm actually better about that, but a lot of it is true. A lot of times I will not realize that there is a set schedule. Because I'm like, okay, whatever they're doing is what they're doing, and that's fine with me. Oh, and I'm a bit dumb. I'm just a bit stupid, dumb, clueless, brain dead, and tired. Um, I did not watch you didn't watch it. Prestorian, you don't watch him anymore. I didn't know that. Hewlin Mall Prestorian, I tune in at the beginning and get bored quickly. Their streams aren't as fun as they once were. I love the new topic thing though, you guys. Like when they said yesterday be porn should be illegal, changed my mind. Like I've been picking some hot topics, you know? Um can't remember what the other ones were now, but like I love a good debate. I love that. But anyway, I think sometimes they get distracted from the subject of their stream, but I mean, if anyone in the world gets distracted and gets off track and talks about all kinds of stuff, I would be guilty of that too, so I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, I'm also only streaming for an hour. Well, supposedly only an hour, but, I'm almost always working. I know that was Prestorian. I for a long time, I was not able to catch them because I would just not be home, and, you know, you can't try to sneak watch them in public very easily, you know, if you wanna have audio, um, even. But, but now that they're streaming on the weekend, it's, like, way and, like, later on a Friday, it's, like, way better schedule. So I like when they're streaming, and I like, what, they've been choosing as their subject matters, but yeah, I mean, you know, y just, enjoy it when you can, and, I'm always running around doing stuff, so I think in the dead of winter, for one thing, it's a little bit easier but, like, I've been trying to get everything done that's outdoor stuff on, like, the house and the property and with the bunnies, getting to be outside before the weather turns. So, I haven't been watching a whole lot of anything, you know? I wanna see Steven play another rage game, like Only Up or Hans. Oh gosh, that was hilarious, yes. Captain Kira, have you ever read Watership Down? Someone at the wedding told me about it, and it made me think of you and the bunnies. I I read Watership Down as a kid, and I couldn't believe how good of a book it was because I was like, "Oh, it's about rabbits," you know, and I was pretty young. I was maybe 10 or 11 when I read it, and it was a big book. It was a big, thick book, and I was shocked. I was like, "This" it the way that the rabbit were written. And the thing is, it was so long ago, Prestonian, that um, I can't, you know what I mean? I can't even give you any real examples, but, like, the structure of the warren, the den, and, like, the whole way the bunnies were interacting, and my one of my local friends said to me, you know, you're back with having bunnies again." This is years ago. She was been so long. Yes, I do. And I have been meaning to, but you know what? I had completely forgotten about that book, Prestorian. Maybe that would be an excellent book for me to read on the stream or just on my own. But it's been a long time and I've never seen, I think they did a movie. I've never seen that or anything. But thank you, Prestonian or Prestorian. Thank you, Prestorian. I love that you thought of that. That is really super sweet. Um, and then Jack comes in while Steven is playing and plays Ram Ranch on a blue. Oh my gosh. I had fun watching him play Only Up and people would request songs. Yeah. I think one of those times I requested that song Jump. Go ahead and jump. And I think that's the only time I ever requested a song. But it was so appropriate. I was like, "Oh yeah, I think he needs to have that one playing." But yeah, guys, hmm, I ran in wow. I ran into a ton of people today. I saw an opera, I saw a country music show. Oh my goodness. I ate breakfast outside in a beautiful location in my little downtown area where I live, and, well, I don't live anywhere near downtown, but I went downtown early this morning and had breakfast, and then I hit the farmer's market, and I got the bunnies, they're nummies, and, and then I came home for a little bit, had lunch, and, watched a little bit of The Office, that show The Office, while I was having lunch, and then, okay, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but I just happened to be watching The Office, and someone else was, like, playing the episode for me, so I didn't know what it was ahead of time, and then all of a sudden, I see a friend of mine was on The Office. I'm just kinda getting into the show The Office, but I was like, I know this person, and they're not a regular on the show or anything, it was more of a cameo, but I was like, "Oh my gosh." It was just one of those things, it was so fun to see this person on that show. But anyway, but yeah, then after I had the quick lunch, I had to turn around and go back out to the country music show. Was supposed to come back home between the country music show and the opera, didn't have enough time because stayed at the country music show longer, but you know what? It was really good, and it was worth it. It was worth it. It was like I ended up wearing clothes that I did not intend to wear to the opera. Let's just say that. Who else is here? Oh my gosh. Um, Kristen Cheyenne, star triple R, Kristen Cheyenne, star. She traveled near, she travels far. She's Kristen Cheyenne, star triple R, French, dressing smoothie, aka the mustard queen, K Dog. Doo 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 doo. How are you, Kristen? The Office, the US version with Steve Carell, or the UK version starring oh, Ricky Gervais. No, I've never seen the UK version. I would love to check that out, though. No, it was Steve Carell. Oh gosh, especially when someone would request Mechanical Brothers. Just when that song would start once again, it just yeah, I just was instantly laughing. I think that song was, like, pounding through my head for, like, almost a month because we heard it so much. Baby steps could be a rage game, maybe. Huh. I don't know any video games, but that sounds funny. Hule and Malt. I'm automatically thinking of that song when I picture oh gosh. Me too now, Prestorian. Yeah, Christian Shine Star, are you impressed that Captain Kira knows someone on the TV show The Office? I do. You is not okay. Yeah, Kristen, I know you're struggling. I know you're on quite the journey lately. I know, girl. I mean, unless there's like new stuff today, which, could be. Who's this? Is this Teeny? Is this Teeny? Oh, yeah, it growled at me. That was Teeny. That was Miss Teeners. Hi, Slugbird. Has anybody, get it? Has anybody tried you've watched all the seasons and episodes that you have? I'm just getting started. You have an F in math. Oh, Kristen. Oh, it sounds like you're having a tough time. You're taking hard classes, though. I know that. I've seen your schedule. I'm sorry, Kristen. See these guys. How are you doing, Boy Sight Gang? Mhm. Someone in the boys' side gang dumped over the entire water bowl at 4:30 in the morning last night. Yes, they did. What I had to clean up first thing this morning. Hi. Sluggo. How you doing, koala? Dusters. Oh, Dusty, you really like this is some kind of red pepper that is elongated, but the guy told me who grew it that it was not a hot pepper, and I can see that it must not be because Dusty is loving this pepper. What a good girl. Red peppers have more vitamin C than most citrus fruits, I think. Oh, that's good for you. It's like having a vitamin C food supplement. Hmm. Rose hips have a lot of vitamin C also. And I'm gonna order you guys some rose hips, but you guys from Vitacost, I had to order some supplements and I got you guys some fresh, well, it's not, they're dried, German chamomile flowers to eat. What do you guys think about that? You're gonna have treats, Flo. Bunny treats. Huh. He's very excited. What kind of math? Yeah. What Kristen? You like the season 6, episode 13? Okay, well, I will look out for that one, Kristen. The math is geometry. Geometry. Oh, you and mom. Yeah, say that one. Put that on a test, Kristen. Geometry. Definitely write that as an answer on one of your tests. I think you will get extra points. You may not get the question right, but you should get extra credit just for knowing that. And you can say, "Hey, I learned that from Giant Bunz." And you should say to your teacher, you should really tune into Giant Bunz. You should watch because I watch Giant Bunz every night. And then like not say that it's about rabbits or anything. Like Flemish giant rabbits. Oh, wait, Secret Santa? Okay. Wait a minute. You know what? I think I've seen that one. Is that the one where they end up doing the what is it, like the white elephant thing? Where they get to all like swap and then it goes crazy and I have a F because my test is missing because I didn't finish it. Oh. Well, you hopefully you can make that up, Kristen, and clear that up. If it's just a misunderstanding because you didn't finish it. Um, Math is one class where I remember my trigonometry teacher just felt sorry for me and was like, "Listen, just take the test over. Just prepare yourself and just try to know the stuff that you didn't know and I was like, "Really? Oh, thank you." And he likes it saved my grade because I think I had like a combination of being sick and being in a show during high school. And you know what I mean? Like I think it was just one of those things where I just had too many things and I just couldn't keep up. And he gave me a second chance and I was like, "Thank you." Because I don't want to really have to retake this class again. Like, I never want to open up a trigonometry textbook again. And then I ended up doing more math later in life, but that's another story. But if you do college stuff, you generally have to do some math. And then I studied a bunch of science. And so there you go. Um, one of my teachers called me, wait, one of your teachers called you racist? Um, does your teacher know that you are of a mixed race family? That's actually funny because I've met your parents and you guys have a blended family, okay? So like as far as races go. Why okay, Kristen, here's the simple question. Why? Why did your teacher call you racist? Okay, let's see the goils. Aw, snuggle bunch on the ventilation duct. Oh boy. Look at these cuties. And then we've got these two cuties. Hi, pretty- they're being cute and they got feet splayed out and tails out. And wow, you can see every boy. We were all very hungry. Oh, Delphi's cleaning her baby girls. These are her twin girls, Jabba and Posh have been inseparable since birth, and they were very hard to tell apart for a long time. Look at you, babies. Hi. Hi, Teeny. Teeny, don't disturb the bunny pile over here. They're being super cute. Hi, Mama. I missed you so much today, Delph. And Posh. And Jobby. Yeah, I missed all of you very much. Yes, I sure did. Hi, Teeny. You don't know why your teacher called you racist? Um, calling people. Wait, oh wait, all I said to the teacher was wait, all I said to this teacher was white people, like white people this, white people that. Oh, well, hmm. So, hmm. I don't think sounds racist. Unless we're saying like down with Whitey or I don't know. But I mean, that also could be your opinion. If like I don't know, the context is matters, right? And in matters of that sort, the context and the intention. I think the intent. Oh, she pulled himself out of a box into me. Teeny is a cannon. It was a teeny cannon. Did anyone else see that? Teeny, you are a nutball. Oh my gosh, Teeny. You are a nutball. Historian is asking, is it high school geometry? Calling people racist doesn't mean as much anymore. It's overused. Racist against your own race, lol. I wonder how your teacher is still employed. I don't know. Taylor Swift. Hee hee. Oh, your teacher's is Taylor Swift? Wait, where did the Kristen, did I miss something? Where did I miss the Taylor Swift? Like, where did that come from? Yeah, she is a nutball. I went like this, and she she darted out, like, she catapulted up into me, like, not just she didn't just, like, run out, she leapt upwards into me, and my I was trying to hold the phone. So if you saw crazy camera work, it was because there was a teeny cannon being shot out of this box. Yeah, you. And there's my Pish Posh, and oh, I feel so guilty. I was away from Delph so much of the day, and I know you didn't get mama pats all day. I'm sorry, baby girl. Just for a little bit this morning and tiny bit this afternoon. That's it. Oh my goodness. Look at these two, Jabba and little gray brother and sister. Baby, just cute babies right there. And Posh, you were so funny. Do you think I have stuff in my pockets? She's like trying to get her snout into my pocket. Mar, is that where the cookies go? Do I have cookies in there sometimes? Either that or you're just being really friendly. Hi. Hi. Oh my gosh, Lilian. Lilian, mi amiga bonita. Hola, ¿cómo está? Mi amiga. ¿Cómo estás en esa noche? We're having a stream, oh gosh, muy tarde porque, no, no, tea, that's my coffee, that's my coffee. I was at the opera and I was at a country music show, and, yeah, I was out and about. What have you been up to, Lillian? What's going on? I think I am stupid. Kristen says she thinks she's stupid. Oh dear. Think you're stupid? Seem stupid at all, Kristen. And I know you. Yeah, Lily doesn't think you're stupid at all. Goodness. My friend even called me racist, so does my mother. Uh, Kristen, do you think you're racist? Kristen, you are mixed race. You know, you are a blend. So I would think you would be the least racist of anyone. You know what I mean? You are a blend of two races. At least two. I don't know, maybe there could be more, but Kristen, you probably just need a tutor. You used to work as a tutor. Be happy to. Oh my gosh, Kristen, are you hearing? Prestonian has worked as a tutor and he is happy to help you if you so desire and would ask him. Just simply ask him. That's amazing, Prestorian. Talking about math, I'm doing math right now. Good. That makes me very happy. I had to have a math tutor in high school and college. Oh gosh, Lillian. Yeah. Math tutors in high school and college. Yes, yes. Double, triple, yes. If any subject you need a tutor, it would be like, well, and I would also include chemistry. I could have used a chemistry tutor personally. Tú es mi amiga bonita. Muchas gracias, chiquita, mi chiquita mía. I'm stupid because I did something stupid. Yo estoy estúpido porque I did porque es algo estúpido. Sluggo? Kristen, that is absolutely untrue. Doing something stupid doesn't make you stupid. Yeah, it just means that you made a bad decision, right? Like one bad decision. Um, Everyone makes decisions they later regret, so that's nothing new. Everyone does that. Uncle Paul? Historian was a tutor? That would explain why he is the giant Bunz valedictorian. Oh, Hewlin Mall. It is making so much sense now. Thank you for that. See, this is why he is the valedictorian, and that's why Hewlin Mall is my main man moderator, because I didn't even like connect the dots. He is totally the giant Bunz valedictorian, and he was a tutor. To be honest, we've all done stupid things. Oh, good. Oh, you know what? And you cringe at the time and you cry tears of shame and you humiliation, or you just have regret and you kick yourself. But then the laughter starts seeping in. And then it becomes an amazingly funny story for the rest of your life. And since Kristen Cheyenne star Triple R, I have a feeling she's going to become a stand-up comic, or at least do open mic nights. She's going to have so many hilarious jokes regarding stupid things she's done, her family. It's going to be awesome. But you know what, Kristen, you have to realize that all of these things that you cringe about now and you think are so upsetting, and I'm not saying they're not upsetting, okay? They are. But once you get a little distance, once they're in the rearview mirror, you're going to start thinking they're kind of funny. You're still a teenager, so everything is a little tragic and dramatic when you're a teenager. But like when you get to be late teens, 20 years old, you're going to be making up comedy sets. They're going to bring down the house and you're going to love it. You're going to make people laugh and it'll be like good therapy for you. So don't worry about it. Everyone does stuff like that, and we're all a bunch of idiotic fools because we're only human. We're just trying to all figure it out. You're not alone. We're all marching in this band together, baby girls. And some of us are playing a little out of tune sometimes. Some of us are making loud, blaring noises when there's supposed to be silence. And some of us are playing an entirely different song than the rest of the band. But you do that's all one stupid Lillian's doing great, you know, minimum, but see minimum. So she can, you know, and Lillian's a hard worker. She has great work ethic. And she's very focused. So the fact that Lillian makes any mistakes is shocking, but it just goes to show you even Lillian can make a mistake. And she is extremely conscientious and hardworking, very hardworking. Rookie numbers, Prestorian. Probably more for me, Lillian. Yeah. In fifth grade, I found scissors while in one. Oh boy. Okay. See this. I haven't even read the rest of the comment yet, but I'm all excited. I'm all excited for Hewlin Mall to share with us. It sounds like something silly happened. Scissors while in one of my classes and started cutting my own hair. Okay, this is fifth grade. So he wasn't 5 years old, and in like first grade, he was in fifth grade. So he was a larger child. He started cutting his own hair. All these years later, I still have no idea why. Yes. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you were bored. I'm just going to say I suspect boredom because I pierced one of my ears, double pierced it in about that same time. Why would I do that during school hours? I think because I was stuck sitting in a chair and I was like, What could I do right now? I pierced my ear, and I did. I pierced my ear during school. So yeah, Kristen, you think that maybe only you are do stupid stuff? We all have, even Captain Kira. I know that's shocking. I know it's very hard to believe such a thing could happen, but what can I say? Never play with scissors. You like playing with scissors? Yeah. Um, Lillian, I used to love cutting my own hair as a kid. I had a pair hidden in my toys. Oh, what, Lillian? For a long time until they caught on. Oh my gosh, I can just imagine little Lillian sitting in a corner pulling out these like safety scissors from like behind her stuffed animals and just like thinking, okay, I'm gonna see what I can do with my hair today. Oh, Lillian, I bet you had some awesome hair looks back then. I bet you had some really cute school pictures, and your mom was like, wait a minute, we did not cut her hair like that. Where is this look coming from? Wow, wow, wow. Well, I will say this. Hmm. I have school pictures from like kindergarten, first and first grade, like even second grade. And my bangs are like way above my eyebrow on one side, and they're like covering my eye on the other, like literally covering my eye. So it's like kind of a weird pirate look, but one side of my bangs is super short, one side is super long. And I finally, once I got a little older, I was, and people were pointing out, like, what the heck is wrong with your bangs? And I asked my mom, and she was like, well, you just moved too much for me to ever cut your hair. So that's what you were stuck with because you would run away or something, or you would keep moving. And I was like, but she just let me go to school like that, get all my pictures taken. I think she just gave up. But I'll have to see if I can find some of these pictures, but they're pretty insane. And I was allowed to go in public like that. Um, but I think what people thought is that I cut my hair, but it was my mother. Um, Lol, Hewlin Mall, I was late for athletics one morning because I tried to wait a minute. Okay, this is another one. This is another one. Because I tried to shave my own head and had to make an emergency trip to the barber to shave the rest of it off. Oh, see? Kristen Cheyenne Star, are you listening to these stories? Everyone has made decisions that were later regretted or regretted instantly. Like, regretted the moment they did it. Press Stewart, my guy. What did you eat today? Cheeks Majikster. Okay. All right. I ate stuff I haven't really normally been eating lately. Okay. At the restaurant this morning, I had an omelet. So I ate a bunch of eggs in this omelet. I don't eat a lot of eggs ever. But I did this morning, and it was a really awesome omelet. I had chives, green pepper, and grilled tofu in this omelet. And guess what? I was like, "Can I get some home fries?" And the guy was like, the other thing was, I'm like, "Are the home fries like in a separate fryer? Like they're not fried with like gluten or anything?" And the guy was like, "Yes. They have a dedicated fryer only for these home fries." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can have them." And then he said, "Do you want them mixed inside your omelet or on the side?" And I was like, "I can get them in the omelet." And he's like, "Yeah, why not? Let's try it." And so it was very interesting. It was not bad. So I had the omelet and freshly squeezed orange juice. That was pretty awesome. They had gluten-free pancakes and waffles, and I really wanted those, but they had dairy, which would have made me extremely sick. So that wasn't gonna happen. That was a bit of a heartbreaker because I saw that they had it before I went, and I was like, "I'm gonna have gluten-free pancakes or waffles," and then I had an omelet, but so then, wait, Pristorian, and that was because I lost a bet, so I had to shave my head because oh, see, and the other decision that maybe he shouldn't have made was that he would shave his head if he lost a bet. But like Steven vibes here, Pristorian. I eat about a dozen eggs every week. There was a time when I was doing kind of a paleo diet, but was doing it as a vegetarian, so not eating dairy, that was out. So I was left with more like I was like, "Oh, I'll just eat more eggs and stuff," and I did, but eventually I just didn't feel well eating that many eggs. I just don't think I have the right constitution for a lot of animal fats and proteins. I don't know. I don't think I can eat a lot of animal products. I think it's just how I'm built, just whatever my genetic thing is, and members of my family have been told that they probably should be more vegetarian because they have very high cholesterol, blood pressure, heart stuff, diabetes. Like, basically, my family should eat really super healthy, high fiber, mainly vegetarian. Uh, just given the health profiles of most people in my family, not everyone though has that condition, but a lot do. Um, there was a squirrel in my pans. There is a squirrel in your pans? Like cooking pan? Okay. Did you put them outside? Did you have like a leftovers you were trying to give to the critters outside? In my crusade to find the will to live following the oh, I am doing Etsy shop, um, curio hair oddities and wares, and I'm selling handmade concoctions for rabbits and people and spiritual really? Really? And that's so amazing. I had no idea. I'm gonna look that up. That's awesome, Lily, and you know what? When you have grief that's just unfathomable and unending, sometimes you have to pour your heart and soul into something else. And with the loss, when I lost my first like personal dog that was my own dog, I couldn't sleep for almost a year. I couldn't deal with life. And 'cause she was like my everything. Like I had her when she was a puppy, and she was really the only thing that ever stuck by me. Um Jabba just licked my legs. Um, I think I may have honey on my legs and sunflower butter. But yeah, I basically rescued a dog when I was in that grief situation that was a nightmare of a dog. She was already 3. She had been hit by a vehicle. She had never been in a house. She had been on a chain 24/7 for 3 years, and she destroyed my house. I mean, like, I can't even she turned my life upside down. She used to run away constantly because the only fun she ever had was breaking out of her chain and, like, running through the county. But she basically saved my life, even though she also kinda ruined it for a while until things calmed down, which took well over a year. But, that's amazing that you are channeling yourself into something that sounds like a beautiful project, you know? And I cannot wait to check this out, Lillian. My geo and history of the world class is stupid. Oh, sorry, because that really should be fascinating. And when I was in high school, I thought history was stupid, and the way it was taught was very dry and was not applied to the current world. Like, I think when you're learning history, it's a lot more relevant and meaningful and memorable when you can connect all the things in history in some way to what's going on right now. That's my personal opinion. Um, Holy guacamole, wowza, look at how extra AJ Pond. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty Captain Kira looks tonight. Vogue needs her as a model. AJ, that's so sweet. I didn't get a chance to look at myself even in the mirror before the stream. I've been sweating. I had hay in my hair and I had sunflower butter down the front of my dress. And I only noticed that halfway through the country music show. And, but thank you. You are super sweet. I have to say, I look good in the color of aqua, this color. I have that going for me, but my makeup kind of melted off earlier and my hair is not brushed. But AJ, the fact that you would say that on a night like tonight where I'm like totally unprepared and I haven't, that you're a keeper, AJ. We'll keep you. We're going to keep him in the chat. And yeah, I mean, that makes me feel very confident and very special. True. Wait, I have not yet listed. Oh, Lillian, true. Wait, that's what you're saying? True. Captain Kira always looks ready. Lillian, oh, 150,000 points to your Hogwarts house, my lady. Oh, you little queen. Thank you. You have not listed your items, but I have crafted a small inventory to start, and I am in the process of acquiring more material to make some rabbit toy. Oh my gosh, this sounds awesome. Well, I need rabbit toys, okay? Because look at this place. They're eating a cookie box, some herb forage box, which they didn't even like the herb forage stuff from Small Pet Select. Sorry, SPS, but they were not impressed with your stuff. You guys look, the castle has like no one really liked the little bunny castle that much. Well, not exactly true. I need to put it down on the floor again, but I was cleaning, and so they got like an extra. There's been an addition. Look, Jack, are you watching? What do you think of that, Jack? It's the giant Bunz high rise. It's the high rise bunny condo. But I'm still like sweating from like running around all day. Um, there's like 3. Thank you, Kira, and the doggy sounds wonderful. Oh, yes. He ended up being an awesome dog. It took a lot of patience and cleaning. And yeah, huge learning experience for me, It's like I remember anytime a pickup truck, like a loud, noisy pickup truck would pull up near my house, she would freak out and get happy at first, like when the first couple months I had her, because I think she thought her old owner was coming back for her. And even though her old owner was horrendous, according to the animal shelter, it was still her person. And it broke my heart. I was like, no. But it also kind of made me understand like people are like that too, It's like even if your people in your life are terrible to you, kids especially, and like, I don't know, they just you get trauma bonded and, it all kinds of toxic stuff can happen. So I felt like my dog had like a toxic trauma bond, she was just bonded to this person. And finally, she kinda had used to have the opposite reaction after a while, but if a truck would pull up, she'd, give me the warning bark. So she got over it, but it took quite a while. And yeah, she was an abused dog and hit by a vehicle. So she had all kinds of stuff going on. And to see her heal and turn into like a confident dog was that was cool. Um Te amo, tú me amas, donde toda una familia feliz. Where yes. Oh, that's cool. Donde toda una familia feliz. Yes. We happy families are nice. Um, Te amo, tú me amas, donde toda una familia feliz. I didn't know if you were being philosophical, and then I was like, "Oh, it's the Barney song." There's like 3 sophomores in that class. The geo and history class teacher's always yelling at people. Oh man, that's so annoying when the class is so disruptive that the teacher spends half the time disciplining people and telling them to quiet down. And so you know what, Kristen? I had my history class was like that too. There was like 2 or 3 guys that were the class. They weren't even the class clowns, really. They were just the class disruptors, and they were rude, and they kept, like, saying gross things to the girls in class, and they would be like, they kept asking girls, like, "Oh, have you gotten your period yet?" Like, it was just so weird. It was like, "Why would you even ask that?" And it just we could barely learn stuff because these guys were just rude and annoying. And, so yeah, I think that was part of the reason I didn't like history either, Kristen, in high school because of the high school kids. Um, how many of hours of sleep did you get, Kira? Okay, so I went to bed at like 11:15 last night, which is pretty good for me, but I fell into bed. I was just exhausted. I got up at 5:30 because I'm not used to going to bed early. But that was, let's see, 11 let's just say I fell asleep at like 11:30. I don't know, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. I got 6 hours of sleep. I think that's all I need. I think that's about it. I think that any more than that is not gonna ever happen. But oh, and then Kristen, you were asking me also what I ate. So I had the omelet, and then I had sunflower butter and honey sandwiches, and that was part of my lunch. And then I had my leftovers that I never was gonna have for dinner last night, but then I fell asleep. I had plain coconut yogurt with chia seeds and pineapple. That was pretty awesome. So that was my lunch. That's not a bad lunch. And, for dinner, when I got home just now, I had 2 pieces of vegan cheese with some bread and some chipotle potato chips. I had like 2 minutes. So that wasn't very exciting, but, sometimes that's dinner. You're a wizard, Harry Potter. Please don't accidentally ban I thought about that at the beginning of the stream. I still feel bad about and Crystal okay, Crystal with a K is not here, and one other person has unsubbed Giant Buns. What did I do? How many hours of sleep did you get, Kristen, and did you even eat today? I wanna I'm scared to even ask you what you ate because I'm scared that you may not have even eaten. Okay, Punk. I would not ban the wrestling champion hunk from the Midwest. I would not do that. Is that ramp house new? I don't remember seeing that. Very cool. This okay, it is new to me, but this was Jack on Waffle Pone. This was Dinky's Castle. The top thing is from Small Pet Select. I spent so much money last time that they included that for free. I don't even know how much it's worth, but it's nice. I mean, it's heavy wood and it gets you just put it together like a toy. You don't have to secure it with anything. It just kind of stacks and like slides into place. Yeah, you're welcome to come over and see that. And then the other part of the castle is over there in the Boys Side Gang, and then there's a whole middle part that has like a little hole where you can put a food tray and um that stuff I can't really use because I don't have, it I wanted to separate the two main parts so that each, side could have it. But maybe I could do something with the other stuff for Donkey. I'll have to take a look, but there's a bunch of other pieces, Lillian. Jack said he got it from like South Korea. Like he totally looked and had to have it like specially shipped. And I don't know. I can't remember the whole story he told me, but he said that it was very special and it was not something that he got in the US. And yeah, maybe you could copy this one, Lillian, because it's something that is not sold in the US yet, Maybe you could, I don't know if that would interest you to put on your Etsy. It's always the freshman yelling. 6 hours is minimum. Is it really? I figured. But you know what? It's at least in the ballpark of normal. So I think my poor little self is starting to feel a little better. I had like 11 hours of sleep, but I will probably only get like 6 hours of sleep tonight, really. Kira wouldn't dare accidentally ban me. I'm her main man mod. Oh yeah. You don't do that to your main man moderator. No, you don't, Mr. Badonkadonk. You didn't eat today. But Kristen, eating is fun. Eating is one of my favorite parts of the day. I love eating, you know? And the thing is, if you are trying to lose weight, if that's the reason, Kristen, so do you know about the human metabolism and like the whole starvation response? When you deprive yourself of food completely, your body thinks that you're in a crisis, right? That you're not eating because there's no food. So what your body does is it clings on to every ounce of fat you've got in your body and it starts to slow down your whole metabolism so that you don't die. Like your body doesn't know that you have food in the cabinet around the corner, but you're just choosing not to eat it. Your body is like, you know what? We're going to slowly shut this whole operation down and we're definitely not going to burn any fat because we need that in order to survive because there is apparently no food left in the inn, or there's no food left at the castle. So, hmm, if you think that that is healthy to starve yourself because you are trying to lose weight, that is not what's going to happen. You are going to you're going to become, first of all, you're going to become like constipated and bloated. You don't have any food moving through you. you're not gonna get nutrients, and it's gonna damage yourself, Kristen. And your teeth are gonna start to weaken. You know, you need to keep yourself full of minerals and vitamins. Um, because for one thing, your teeth will start pulling, calcium and stuff from your bones and I mean, it's like it's all where your bones will start pulling it from your teeth. Like back in the day before supplementation, you know what they used to say about women who had babies and nursed them? They would say, yeah, women used to lose one tooth per child because the nursing would deplete them of all kinds of minerals, and then their bodies would start drawing calcium and stuff from their teeth so they can keep nursing their babies. So you don't start messing with your health, Kristen. Hmm. I may have actually eaten too much at the wedding. Oh, you were at a wedding? Well, that's normal. It's normal, right? Um, yes, that would be great even to make one for myself. Yeah. Yeah, they're really nice. They're really nice, and the ramp is cool. They're not using the ramp a whole lot, but, these guys are Dinky was like a 3-pound rabbit, and I think it was a lot easier for him to navigate this stuff. My guys, Teeny's done it, and Dusty's only done it, like, once when she was, like, in a panic because she was hiding. Oh, I know why. Because Jabba broke into that enclosure and chased Dusty, and she bit Dusty's ear, and Dusty was like trying to get away, and she ended up in the upper level of the castle cowering. It was very sad. It was very unfortunate. But Dusty also had bitten Jabba like a month before that. So it was Jabba had something to prove. And I can't remember exactly how the mix-up happened, how one got into the other, but I think the entire enclosure, someone like was pile driving it and like shifted it over. I can't even remember. But Jabba was like going after Dusty, and to actually see Dusty run away from Jabba and be scared, I was like, interesting. Do I have sunflower butter and honey on myself? Wait a minute, Lillian. I'm being groomed by Jabba, and I don't think Jabba particularly likes me, so I wonder if I have sunflower butter and honey on myself. Or is this just you being sweet? Since when? Jabba has never groomed me before. And does mom have? Okay, but that could be a treat flavor. Lillian, could honey and sunflower butter, maybe not honey, if that might be too sugary, or like a teeny bit of honey, like a tiny bit. I don't know. Look at this. That was really sweet though, Jobs. Oh my gosh. Eat in a calorie deficit. Oh yeah. Okay, I know what you're saying, Hewlin Mall. And focus on protein. Starving yourself is not the answer. Yeah. You definitely need to eat protein if you're gonna limit calories and just start, trying to wind down your amount of calories. That's not anything terrible. You can do it slowly and you can really keep track and just kind of crank it down just a little bit by little bit. But eat the protein, because again, if you limit the protein, your body will start eating its own muscle and like disassembling muscle tissue so it can run the heart muscle and you know what I mean? Like important things that are survival muscles. Um, and the more muscle mass you have, the more calories you burn as a person. So don't shy away from being big and strong. It's the abdominal fat that I think is the more dangerous fat. But you're young, so you don't have to worry about any fat. You know what I mean? If you got a little extra baby fat on you when you're a teenager, we all did. That's normal. You know, teenagers are built to survive. You know, you still have your baby fat, you're still growing, and teenagers are kind of dangerous to themselves. So you need a little padding because you're gonna, don't you run into stuff all the time, Kristen? You know, teenagers need to be little survival machines. So just take it easy on yourself. I mean, you guys, I had broken out skin as a teenager. Um, at one point, okay, I had like a weird thing with my eye teeth, your fang teeth on the top. My baby teeth never fell out, and then my adult teeth finally came in the middle of high school. I was a really late bloomer, and I had 2 sets of fang eye teeth, and so I looked like a shark. Couldn't close my mouth all the way. That was a problem. I dyed my hair. I shaved the sides of my hair. Well, I didn't do it. My hairdresser shaved the sides of my head, and I had orange hair on top. It wasn't like a mohawk. It was just, I don't even know what she did. She was my friend, and she was also a hairdresser. And okay, wait, you know what? She didn't dye my hair. I just bleached it, and my hair is so dark that it turned like a strange coppery color. It just, I was a mess. Okay, don't, Kristen, you don't have to. Everyone, when they're a teenager, is kind of weird. And Kristen, you don't even look weird. Like I don't know. And you have great skin. You should have seen me as a teenager. I had like every awkward teen thing possible, And I was also tiny because I didn't hit puberty until later in life. I was like this very strange, tiny acne girl. Um, so that I had that going for me. You used to drink milk with every meal. Milk, ooh. Well, I will tell you this. When I gave up dairy, all of my acne went away. And I'm talking like almost 100% of it. So anyone out there, especially guys, are really sensitive to hormones and dairy. If you have skin that's a problem, if it's too oily and it's reactive and it's like you're getting acne and stuff, just give up dairy. And I know some of you love dairy and you do fine with it, but I'm just get the word out there. If you know anyone with a lot of acne, tell them don't go take Accutane and all this serious stuff. First, try just giving up dairy. You'd be shocked at how many people. A friend of mine told me about that. Her brothers had severe acne as teenagers, and their mom looked into, like in Germany, I guess there was research about dairy linked to especially male acne. And they found there was a very strong evidence that it was linked. Her brothers gave up dairy, their skin cleared up like, you know, very quickly. So anyway, that's my public service announcement. Dairy intake and acne are linked for some people who are hormone sensitive. So you have messed up teeth? Uh-oh. I kind of wished I didn't cut my hair. I stopped running into, okay. You don't have to drink milk. Maybe just something with vitamin D. Yeah, only, only vitamin D. I just ordered my vitamin D. I do, that is one supplement I don't feel good about running out of, like vitamin D. And then what is that? Vitamin K2. Like both of those, when COVID came around, helped me not get COVID stuff as often when everyone else had stuff. Um, Milk is gross. Well, I won't argue with you there, Kristen. I can't tolerate I never liked the smell of it, and then finally realized that it was what was destroying my stomach. 'Cause, like, when you're a little kid, it's like I just thought, "Oh, everyone has a sick stomach every morning when they get to school. Oh, yeah, everyone is," like and then finally, I stopped eating cereal with milk in the morning, and I was like, "Huh, that's strange. I wonder what that's about." So finally, it took me so long to figure out that it was milk. And then meanwhile, I think part of it was because when my brother was born, he was also had like a dairy allergy, but the doctor said, "Oh, he's got a dairy allergy." And why they never noticed with me, I have no idea. But I was severely underweight as a kid because my stomach was so messed up because of dairy. Um, my gosh, you guys, 10:41. Oh my gosh. I like milk with chocolate cake. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I mean, you don't have to have dairy milk, but yeah, that's an awesome combo, you and Mall. Agreed. I think I am lactose intolerant because when I drink milk or eat cheese, my stomach, oh, probably. Yeah. So when I have dairy, especially if there's actual milk in it, um, my stomach hurts intensely. I get the cramps, but then very quickly I start throwing up. And then the lower part of my intestinal system just releases. I mean, this is kind of graphic, but you know what I mean? It's like everything exits my body from either end. And it's violent and it's very like it makes me sick for, it's like hours of being sick. It's just miserable. And one of the last times it happened that I know exactly what happened is I went to an ice cream place and me and the person I was with, he ordered a chocolate coffee shake. I ordered a coffee chocolate shake. Mine was vegan, made with vegan coconut milk ice cream. He was getting dairy, normal. Well, the person mixed up our cups, they were shakes, and I was drinking mine and I was like, this tastes a little weird, but it was really super cold and ton of chocolate and ton of coffee. So I couldn't really, you know what I mean? I couldn't really taste the dairy. And my friend ironically was like, "This is the best shake I've ever had. Like, what do they put in this ice cream?" And I was like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, well, it's homemade ice cream, yeah." And by the time we got home, within 20 minutes, it started. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, what the heck? Am I sick?" And then we figured it out. Because my friend was like, "This does not taste like what I'm used to." And I like let her check, compare them. And she was like, "Yeah, you got mine, I got yours." So it was just one of those things where, like, many years after giving up dairy, there was like a little, "Oh, I guess that was an accidental test of am I still allergic to dairy?" Oh, man. Yeah, I almost threw up on my friend. I barely made it. I barely made it to the bathroom. Oh my gosh. But yeah, lactose intolerant is really common. Yeah, I mean, if you were lactose thing is, most babies are not well, most babies can tolerate breast milk, but I think your ability to digest any milk decreases with your age, once you're past, like young, baby and toddler age. Um, but some people do fine, and a lot of it just has to do with your genetics. Some people are like made to be able to digest dairy, like some people come from cultures where dairy has been a major food source. Like I think they say, okay, Scandinavia, there's a segment of the population that definitely digests dairy. very easily. There's also part of, oh gosh, is it the Tibet people? I cannot even remember. Hey, doing? She is being a complete nut. Stop it. Stop it. No, you don't need to kick poo across the room. Um, but I think it's, oh wait, no, Mongolians. Wait, Mongolia. I think it's part of Mongolia where they developed, yogurts and stuff like that. And yeah, there are some cultures that are like, yep, dairy, totally fine. My family, not so much. Some people can in my family. The the German part of my family has a lot more success with the dairy, but um, butthead diarrhea. Thank you, Hugh Mall. Thank you for voicing the diarrhea with butthead. Do you guess that I should eat food? Yeah. Do you guess that? Yeah, I think you should. Yeah, food is yummy. Eat the food, and Kristen, you need to focus on the bigger picture. You need to just get your high school diploma, so you need to focus on these classes. You need to be able to get through your semester. So focus on the classes, get the tutors, ask for help. Just really, get on a good schedule with completing all of your assignments every day. You just have to keep on track. And, eventually you'll be independent and you will be able to make all your own choices. And you know what I mean? Once you're living like in your own place and you choose all of your own food, and you know what I mean, things will shift. But don't worry about too much right now because teenage years, there's just, it's always awkward. Yeah, starving. No, no. No, no, Kristen Cheyenne Star. No, no. Eat, Kristen, eat. I was on lactose milk until I was 4, and I was the only child with the lactate stuff. Yeah, they tried that with my brother. It worked for a while. Like, he wasn't that sick with it, but I think eventually it was just like, is this even worth it? You know what I mean? It was just kind of masking the whole problem. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with a lot of dairy unless you're 100% fine with it. Because for some people, it can kind of hurt your intestines. If you're eating stuff that's constantly irritating, right? But right, pile up on aisle one. There we go. Guysos, Crystal never showed up, you guys. And I banned her accidentally last night. Crystal, if you're out there, we love you. I'm sorry. The banning thing. Um, but yeah, speaking of eating, I'm gonna go see if I can find the rest of that lame-o sandwich. You know what? It wasn't that bad actually. It was just that cheese. It's called like chow cheese or something. I don't know. It's made out of coconut and something else. I don't know. It was decent though. It was decent. I got some gluten-free bread. But I need to eat. I think I'm gonna have some lettuce and some apple. And I'm just gonna call it a night after I the rest of that little sandwich. We'll that's what Kristen says. Look, do you guys like uh, oh, Teeny likes meow. How about Teeny said, Mommy go crazy. You can't eat cold things on your back teeth? Yeah, yeah, that's common. How old when you got your wisdom teeth? Um, I have all my wisdom teeth, baby girl. My dad and I both kept our wisdom teeth. Yeah. It's kind of dentists always tell you nowadays that you need your wisdom pulled, and I was told that I had to have my wisdom teeth pulled, and I didn't have them pulled, and I'm fine. So don't unless, they're really causing a big problem, I don't recommend getting them pulled. If it's just they think it's a rite of passage nowadays, like, "Oh, you have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for wisdom teeth pulled." Well, get a second opinion. Go to, like, a holistic dentist who doesn't do, like, conventional dentistry, because dentists you guys, the dental industry, they're in it to make money, so they wanna pull wisdom. All the oral surgeons, they wanna have a steady income of pulling wisdom teeth from teenagers and people in their 20s, so unless, it's causing really serious problems, I would keep your wisdom teeth, but I am not a doctor with a degree. It don't take too much hat you to see what you do to me. You have to get your wisdom teeth pulled. Okay, when you turn 18. All right. Well, I wouldn't look forward to that, but some people have to get it done, I guess. But guys, let's wrap up the streamo because yeah, I need to wind it down. But thank you for showing up to the late night of Bunzpollo. It's late night with Mr. Donkey. Um, but yeah, hope to see you guys tomorrow, God willing. I don't think there's anything that's gonna get in the way of that. And I'll keep you updated if anything does sound like it's going to, um but yeah. And I keep meaning to have Chicken Dad over one of these days, so who knows? Maybe could tomorrow be the lucky day? I don't know. It'd be fun. Right, TV, do you like Chicken Dad? What if Chicken Dad brought treats? Would you like that? But thanks for being here, guys. Yes, good night, everybody. Much love to you, Mr. Weeze Banana Nut, Doot Dooby Doo Doo. Love to Kristen Giant Star Triple R Ranch Dressing Smoothie K Dow, aka the Mustard Queen of the Midwest. Love to Hewlin Mod, my main man moderator, as I like to call him, and his floofy Miss Lucy Goosey. Much love to Prestorian, the Giant Buns historian, and now valedictorian and tutor extraordinaire. Also much love to Miss Lillian, mi amiga bonita, who is starting a new bunny-centered business that sounds like a brilliant idea and so perfect for her. And we love you, Lillian. I'm so glad that you're finding help to get through Zelda's passing. It kills me. It really has, you know. I definitely have been feeling that for you. Um, okay, hey, AJ Punk, Midwestern Wrestling Hunk. Did I not say? Okay, good night and much love to you, AJ Punk. Um, is that? I think might be all the people who were chatting on here. Then much love to anyone else who's just been chilling and not chatting. You know, I love you guys too. Some of you I probably know and you're just not in the mood to talk. Some of you, maybe I don't even know who you are, but that's completely fine as well. Come one, come all. People are already leaving. That's fine. But yeah, I'll play my usual like song and call it a night. You think of Posh? Maybe I can put this here. Or should we do teeny? Well, should we do teeny cam? Yeah. Pile up on giant buns. Okay, there we go. It's a bunch of buns. Oh, Posh, she's gonna try to eat the phone. Is that what's gonna happen? Colby, you wanna come with me?
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush blazing a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Shingle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, but sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies come, big bugger falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating the cookie. He's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating, 'cause he's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating, 'cause he's a cookie cat. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by her side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist.